If you want to know where it's at, it's in the. It's.
I'm gonna go up there with you.
Oh, okay.
Hi YouTube, my name is Eric, and my channel is Driven Industries, and it's based around mental health, mental illness, suicide awareness, sobriety, and making sure that no one goes through life alone. I truly believe in people helping people, finding the goodness in people, and fighting together to make it out the front door, fighting together to battle our depression, fighting together to find the right doctors, the right tools, the right trial and error to make it through life because it is worth it. I lost a wife and a father to suicide, and this is my passion. The video clip that you've seen here at the beginning of the video is of me being swatted yesterday. I want to address that. And I want to address everyone in the mental health community that this is not tolerated and that we are stronger than the bullies that are out there. We're stronger than the individuals who try to hurt our community. And to the person that did this to me, I want to let you know that I forgive you, but I will not tolerate this. Losing a wife and a father to suicide is what sparked all this for me, and I like to give tools and I like to give resources out that are free resources, free sharing, and just sharing together, knowing that it's okay and it's okay to be not okay, that we're not broken and we don't need to be fixed because it's in our head. It's chemical imbalances. There's things out of our control. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. I give out my phone number every single day to let you know that there is somebody that gives a shit, that you're not a burden, that you're not invisible. And the reason that I do that is not because it's a crisis line or a hotline. It's to let you know that you're not alone. And if you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than it is a family member or friend. When it comes to depression, anxiety, ADHD, a lot of these things that we go through in life, because sometimes they don't understand. And it's all about understanding and erasing the stigma. What's happened to our community, though, with the Rewired Soul is unacceptable. It is unacceptable for us to be made to try and live in fear. And I can tell you this right now, I don't fear you. I'm not afraid of you. And I'm not scared of you, whoever did this. In my live yesterday, I had done a live that was about the Rewired Soul and compassion to the fans. Because I know a lot of fans of the Rewired Soul out there feel bad and are battling depression and battling anxiety and battling sobriety and just trying to make it through one day at a fucking time. And now that somebody that they believed in turned out to be a fraud and turned out to be money hungry, that they're afraid to reach back out to that community. And I still want to reiterate to you, reach out and I will reach back to you. This community will reach back to you because it's an us thing, it's a we thing, it's a together thing, it's us together. Fighting to get out that door, fighting to get out of bed, fighting to put down the bottle, fighting to not put a needle in our arm, fighting to just make it to the doctor when we go to the doctor, that we even lie to him because we don't know how to share what's going on in our head. The illness that we have that no one else can see, that you're not alone. Yesterday during this live, in the last 5 minutes of this live, somebody called 911. They pretended that they were me. They told the police that I killed my wife. They told the police that they were armed and dangerous. They told the police that I had my son, my kid, locked up in a washroom, tied up, and that it was holding him hostage. I don't even have a son. I don't have any kids. I can tell you this. Did the police show up at my house in full force? Yes, they did. Do I have all the respect in the world for the police? Yes, I do. They treated it professionally and they handled it professionally. I'm very thankful of how it went down because nobody was hurt. My wife was not home. My dog was protected in the back and my animals were safe. What you attempted to do, you failed at it. And if you want to try it again with me, bring it. These are my detectives on the case. Along with myself, we'll find you. Do I hate you? No, I do not. Do I forgive you? Yes, I do. Will I go to the furthest extent of the law? Yes, I will. You will be locked up. You will be civil lawsuit by me, and I will take everything you own to remind you and to show others the seriousness of messing with the mental health community and for us that struggle a battle that most cannot see. I'm passionate about this community. I'm passionate about helping others just make it through life. Again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. My phone number that I give out every single day is not a crisis line. It's not a hotline. I just know what it's like to wear a fake mask, to put on that smile every day wondering why I'm fighting forward. but also to remember that it is worthwhile. And individuals like you will not break what we have. The Rewired Soul will not break what we have. You're all amazing individuals. And yes, we're our own toughest critics with our own worst negative self-talk, in that it is a struggle, it is a battle, and sometimes it's even hard to talk to a family member or a friend because we don't want the judgment, because we feel invisible, because we feel like a burden, and believe me, you are not. Yesterday events, I don't want to help make it where anybody stops what they're doing and the awareness that they're bringing. I want yesterday's events to be a forewarning to anyone else that tries to harm this community, that you will not be tolerated and that you will be punished. That this is not funny, this is not a game. Again, 5 minutes before the end of my live stream, I was swatted. Here's an idea of what it's like. This is my video clip that I have of the cops and of my wife. And if you listen, you can hear my wife telling the police that she's alive and why are they doing this. You can hear the police offer out my address. Welcome to my address. Why? Because the police understand now what this is. If you ever try to do it again, it'll make it even easier, even though you blocked your call. And secondly, and third, all of that combined, learn how to pronounce my address and don't spell it out in letters, which obviously shows that you had no idea where you were calling. You couldn't even pronounce my road name. Here's the clip. The cops were extremely professional. The cops were wonderful during this. I was taken down by the police. I was taken at gunpoint. I was handcuffed, and I was locked down. My house was locked down with multiple cops, and I was not allowed to go back into my house until they swept it and tossed it. If you don't know what that means, they went in with a dog, K-9 unit. They went in with full tactical gear, with guns drawn, announcing their entrance to the house, looking for a body that was not there, but that somebody called and made a fake call that there was. Here's the footage right here.
That's the garage code.
Just let him go and do their job.
I'm just, I'm shocked.
So where are we?
I'm right here. We don't even own a gun.
I know they did a gun check on me and came back no guns. That's why I'm not in cuffs anymore. They've realized that it was a false alarm.
Who the fuck would do that?
I don't know who would do it.
Who would do that?
I really don't know.
Oh my god.
Residents of 5181 Delta, come out, put your hands up.
I'm right here. Is there someone in there?
No, they're doing a search of the house.
We're just gonna clear it because that's our protocol. We just gotta make sure that there's no dead bodies in there or anything like that. Doesn't sound like there is. We're just gonna do a sweep real quick.
It's all right.
Who the hell would do this?
I don't know.
There's not a way for you guys to figure out who called.
Well, we're gonna look into it.
You're gonna look into it after this.
Stupid. This is asinine.
You can see that this isn't a joke, that this isn't funny. But I can tell you this, it will not stop me from helping others. It will not stop me from putting out my phone number. It will not stop me from now standing up against the Rewired Soul, which is the only tie that I can imagine that has linked me to this, since I'm not even that big of a YouTuber. And yet cops have been called on other YouTubers that we speak out against the same individual for suicide health checks because somebody called in and said that they were worried about them committing suicide. We are strong. And why are we strong? Because we fight a battle that you don't understand that has made us strong, because we've made it through 100% of our worst days. To anyone out there fighting, to anyone out there feeling alone, to anyone out there that's afraid, I'm going to tell you this right now, do not be afraid. They are not empowered. We are the empowered ones because we have the strength that they do not have. We know what it's like to battle out that door. We know what it's like to be in a room full of people and to be afraid. And I can tell you this, when it comes to my family, no one fucks with my family, and that includes the mental health community. I'm sharing this for awareness, and I will be sharing a lot of videos now even down the road here of how to prevent yourself from being swatted. And I can tell you this right now, when you live stream, if you're a streamer, call the police, let them know that you're doing a live stream and that there could be a phone call. That awareness alone halts it from happening. You're going to be bringing a lot of awareness, whoever called me and called this in, to this community. And this will not happen again. You are weaker than you imagine, and I forgive you. Rewired Soul, I forgive you, but I do not agree with you. And to any of the fans out there that are suffering with depression, anxiety, that you don't feel that you have a place to go, regardless of what happens, my arms are open to you, and I'm here for you. I believe in you. I have a mental health Discord down below. I have tons of resources out there for you, that no matter what, I will not be scared away, and I will be here for you in the darkness. I will sit with you in the darkness till we find the light together, because I know that it's worth that fight. And I know that you're worth it, because you're an amazing human being. Even though our brains lie to us and tell us other things, you're an amazing human being, and you're stronger than what you could imagine. And I believe in you. Showing you here of just an idea of what it's like with the police, the resources that were expended, the amount of cops. Yes, guns were drawn. Yes, my neighborhood was on lockdown. Does it affect me? Does it scare me? No, it does not. Does it shut my voice? No, it does not. In fact, it raises it. Because I want everyone out there to know that it is okay. That you're okay, no matter what the struggle is that you have, that you are strong. That I believe in you, and that I support you, and that I'm here for you. And no matter what it is, I will not go away, and I will always give you that hug. I will always give you that encouragement, because we can do this together. It's an us thing. It's a we thing. It's a together thing. It's this community. We are stronger than the sickness in our head. And it is worth that fight every single day. You're an amazing human being. You fight a battle that most don't understand. And together we are stronger. Together, sharing our tools, sharing our resources, sharing what works for me may not work for somebody else, but hearing what worked for them may even work for me, and it's trial and error. And it's trial and error when it comes to doctors, and it's trial and error when it comes to anything around mental health. That the police outside dropping me at gunpoint will not scare me away from sharing that, will not scare me away from standing up to anyone that hurts this community, because I believe in it that much. And in my message to the Rewired Soul, I had done a video that I had asked you to make amends, and I still ask you to make amends. And I ask you to delete your channel. If you want to start over, and you want to start it over in an ethical way, to remind your fans that this is a community of support and appreciation and gratitude and supporting each other and fighting to make it out that door, I will support you. But that is the only way I would ever support you, because I do believe in second chances. Together we can do this. Together we can make a difference, and together we don't have to live in fear. Together we can fight what goes on in our head. We can fight that silent battle together. Again, I have nothing but support for anybody out there in the battle that you're going through that no one else can see. And it's a different battle than my battle that I go through. It's a different battle than my PTSD or my ADHD. We all have our own battle, but you know what? We can relate, and we can share, and we can do it together. And it's amazing what happens when we share, and when our voices aren't silent, and it's okay for us to talk about it, and the healing that goes on, and that will not stop. I believe in you. I believe in us. Together, I will never end and stop what I'm doing, because I believe it in that much. I believe in doing extra programs to help the mental health community, the free programs, the support programs, explaining what NAMI is, explaining what Al-Anon is, making people feel comfortable if they're getting into an alcohol program or they're getting into a rehab, knowing what it's like to taper. Everybody doing it together, sharing the experience together, because we're all amazing. And yes, I was swatted, and yes, whoever called this in, you're weaker than me. You're weaker than this community, because we are strong. And our support and our love for each other to push forward and to make a difference will never end. To the ones that do an amazing job, like Bipolar Corner with Gary, to Leafy Greens, I have your back, because I know you have mine too. To the fans that have reached out to me and given me support, I appreciate. You saw what it was like. You saw my wife panicking and asking the cops why. You saw the amount of police and the guns that were drawn. That is not right, and that is wrong. But it will not stop this community. It will not quiet this community that's based around support, sharing our experiences, and making it through every day. So I just want to let you know that what you tried to accomplish during that live, it didn't happen. The fear that maybe you tried to instill in this community didn't happen. And in fact, I can't wait till we get to catch you. And I get to hear your voice and see you in person and tell you how to pronounce the name of the street that I live on, that you spelled out to the 911 operator when you told them that I had killed my wife. Together we can do this. And this is the last and only acknowledgement I'm going to have of this swatting that happened to me, of the police, of the guns, of the dogs, of the house being tossed. I will do a live question and answer on it. But I am going to bring a lot of awareness on how to ever prevent this for anybody that is concerned about doing a video and having the police show up at their door in an aspect like this. I'm going to give you all the tools. Why? Because I sat with the police and learned a lot. There's other YouTubers out there right now learning about it that I've shared what my experience that happened. And we will do this together. We will make it a safer community on YouTube together. We will make it a safer streaming community together. And none of us will be going through this alone because it is a we thing. And to anybody out there right now struggling, just in your own head, scared, worried because it's a battle every single day, you're not alone. Reach out. Support will reach out back for you. I look forward to bringing more awareness. I look forward to sharing with you more. I look forward to pushing forward in life more, to learning more tools, learning more resources that we can to make it an easier life, an easier battle, and a battle that we can continue to win and continue to push forward. Because no one should suffer silently. You are important, you are worth it, you're an amazing human being, and you're special. No matter what your beliefs are, I greet you with open arms and I'm here for you. You don't have to go through that depression alone, the anxiety alone, whatever it is alone. I might not be able to understand it. Again, not a doctor, not a counselor, not a crisis line, not a hotline. But I can tell you this, that when you need to share to just get it off your chest, to let your brain work through it, or you need to be able to make a fight to get to the doctor, or fight to get out the front door, I'm here for you. I thank you for watching this, and I hope this brings some awareness. I just want to let you know that I believe in you, and that we are not a scared community. We are stronger than what you could imagine. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone that's been a part of this for the journey. I appreciate everybody who supports. Got your back. We can do this. Let's do this together.